The entire crypto industry is a fickle piece of shit and everybody needs to get a grip. Why do we all care that Elon Musk has sold his Bitcoin? I personally couldn't care less. It doesn't matter to me whether some ponce that I don't know, will never meet and have no affiliation with, has sold or holds Bitcoin. Doesn't mean anything to me. Even when he did hold Bitcoin, still thought he was a bit of a prick. Even though he sold it now, still think he's a bit of a prick. Never really liked the guy, to be honest. Not really a likable guy. Never really quite understood the infatuation with him. Thought it was pretty fun that he jumped on the Doge bandwagon, pumped that, but at the same time, didn't end well in the long term. Now, what is all of this video going to be about? Well, yeah, Bitcoin absolutely shat the bed. It's down 8%. Pretty much the entire crypto market's looking red right now. Ethereum down 9%. And Elon's got me making a video here at 12 o'clock at night so the guy can go and suck a fart. He's a knob. Either way, yeah, SpaceX sold $373 million worth of Bitcoin. And that news broke at the exact same fucking time that I posted my 100x altcoin video. So you couldn't have got even better timing, could you? It's an absolute barrel of shit. Either way, I still think the 100x altcoin stuff is going to go pretty well. If you're wondering about that, please go to the main channel right now and watch that video. It is an important video for me because I spent so much time, effort, and $212,000 making the fucking thing. Don't normally swear on the channel, but fuck the algorithm, it'll be what it'll be. Yeah, just a bit fed up of everything just consistently being shit for so long. And no doubt when I feel like this, when I feel this way, tends to be a pretty good time to buy. So if you're reading me as an indicator right now, it is a good time to buy. And no doubt if you buy right now and you wait a month, you'll be a very happy boy or girl. But just fuck the market, guys. What an absolute waste of space. Bitcoin is currently pumping $26,688, probably worth taking a long position at these levels here, and it'll probably resume trading somewhere in this band. At the same time, what can we expect? Well, we came down, we had a complete price reset. That's good at the end of the day. But to be honest, this market is just winding, I think, everybody up. Nobody really likes this market right now, and you can't really trade something that is this not volatile and then suddenly incredibly volatile. It's just impossible to trade. It's not possible at all. So what are my plans when it comes to trading the price of Bitcoin right now? I actually do have a bit of a plan, to be honest. $26,738. I'm going to start averaging in a 2x leveraged long position at and around 26,600, there or thereabouts. It's going to make my first buy as soon as this video is finished. And of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link in today's video description for BYBIT, of which if you go to BYBIT right now, there's only 11 days left to win the Rolex Submariner. Somebody's got to win it. Nobody's won it yet. You can see on this little bit here the things that people have won so far. There is a bunch of other prizes as well, including 2 Apple Watches, a Rolex, and a bunch of other cash prizes. All you need to do is click on the link into this video description and sign up and make an account on BYBIT. But either way, from my perspective, the money's in the altcoin market right now. Bitcoin, I think, is going to probably resume trading back at that $27,500 level in a pretty short period of time. I think this was ultimately a dump that is unwarranted. And even if SpaceX did, because there's not 100% confirmation, everybody's reporting it like there's 100% confirmation. There's no 100% confirmation that they sold this Bitcoin. At the same time, it wouldn't be SpaceX that actually sold the Bitcoin because SpaceX didn't hold the Bitcoin. It was Tesla that held the Bitcoin. So, of course, there wouldn't be any Bitcoin on SpaceX's balance sheet. They never even held it in the first place. It's just this market. Why does everybody care what this one guy does or doesn't do? It is ridiculous. It's bizarre. From my perspective, it's a good time to be getting into the crypto space because when everybody is feeling this way, it is always the best time to buy. You got regulation going against the market right now. You got everything going against it, and the prices are at their absolute bottoms. It's a good time to be getting in. It's a bad time to have already been in for a while. Put it that way. But you know, you got to take the rough with the smooth and keep cracking on because you can't escape the market. You can see already this video, Bitcoin's price is resumed trading to the upside just a little bit. If we actually look at Bitcoin on a lower time frame and just do, I mean, the best analysis that we possibly could do, of which you can't really analyze this that much. All you can say is, look, we came down, we hit this level of support, and then we had a mega giga bounce off of it. It actually went much lower on some exchanges, like on BYBIT. On BYBIT, the price reached $24,000, and on some exchanges, I've seen the price low as $23,600. So it's a full-on price reset. $769 million worth of trades liquidated in the span of 3 minutes. That's all it took, 3 minutes, and the price of Bitcoin went from $27,600 down to $23,000. At the same time, would I be FOMOing into a long position at these levels? No. I want to take my longs around these levels right here, to be honest. And so we're going to be waiting for those levels to happen, basically, and just see what's cracking. It's going to be what it's going to be at the end of the day, and you can't rush into these situations. However, in terms of Ethereum's Bitcoin value, how has Ethereum been getting on against Bitcoin during the course of this crash? Well, you can see that over the past 5 or 10 minutes or so, Ethereum has been rallying up pretty gosh darn significantly. It could be that altcoins now make a bit of a resurgence against the price of Bitcoin. That is a very, very significant bounce back to the upside. Very bullish for the price of Ethereum. Ethereum, again, nice bullish bounce up from $1,500 all the way to $1,700, a $200 bounce. And that's again a pretty good thing to be seeing when you start zooming out on the Ethereum chart right here and you're looking at where's this level of support. Well, that's actually a retest off of this level of support, and this is a twice tested now. That makes it very, very strong. And if we go onto a higher time frame, like the 1 day time frame here, you can see that that is a support level that dates back an incredibly long period of time. It's good to see. It does mean that ultimately we're going to get what we expected here, a slow slog towards the back end of the year. That seems pretty likely at this point in time. And don't forget, like, when Bitcoin has made these moves in the past, what generally happens? Well, you got a big move here. You also got the last big move that we had was this one here. We shot to the downside and then bounced very heavily to the upside. We also had one here where we dropped to the downside very significantly and then continued to drop to the downside the next day, bounced up and then continued to drop back to the downside. And that's probably more of the formation that I think that we're looking at right now. I think that we'll probably have a significant bounce to the upside somewhere to around these levels here and then drop back down and then bounce, and then that's it. That's when the bull market begins. I wonder if I can find the old wick-off formation. Yes, I can. This is the wick-off, and this is how the wick-off should play out. It's not plotted perfectly, but if we align this part to here, we are experiencing the wick-off right now. The wick-off, again, you've got some big drops here on the wick-off. That was the second big drop, so it would be this one right here again if I'd aligned it correctly. That's what your wick-off formation typically looks like. It's kind of like what we've got, to be honest, where you've got a rise up here. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that we're pretty much in line with the wick-off. We've hit the level of support here, and to be honest, it's looking pretty much like we're in that wick-off formation, and the entire market is due a bounce. In terms of how the DXY has been performing throughout all of this, well, let's have a look at the DXY and assess how that's getting on. The DXY is doing absolutely fuck all. It's just an absolute sack of shit. It's going to drop like a stone pretty soon. Is what it is. Market's in the toilet. Who gives a fuck? It is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh fuck! I nearly dropped my drink. Yeah. Either way, just a bit fed up with it. I'd like it to go up for a change, to be honest. But you've got to trade the price action, don't you? And not get emotional. Hard not to be emotional when you're waiting for it for so long. Just from the perspective of frustration that the market cares so much about this tosser with a bunch of money and what he's doing with it. It's just bizarre. Now, yeah, what else can you do to make money in this market? Altcoins, altcoins, altcoins. For me, that is the play right now. I'm back on the main channel every single day, coming at you tomorrow with another video on the main channel, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, just got to drum up some of that motivation, crack on, and bring back the good times. And the good times, they are literally on the horizon. That's what you've got to remember about periods of time like this. I just want to scroll back to something on the chart. Go down memory lane for a second just before we wrap up today's video, because I think the memory lane here is an important time to reminisce, not only about the good times, but about the bad times as well. And remember how things looked not that long ago. Now, I want to point out, we have here on BYBIT, you can see the price of Bitcoin back in the day when it was $9,800, and it was looking really good. And then all of a sudden it was down at $3,000. And we thought, no, that's the worst thing that could ever possibly happen. Then over the preceding weeks, it continued to rally back to the upside. And that's what we showed these very strong levels of support. Then after that, we had this. And when this happened, everybody got very excited and everybody made a lot of money. I think we're not too far away from that right now. This here looks pretty much identical to what we experienced here. You can see that we had a long sloping downwards period, one big drop to the downside, kind of like what we experienced today. That could be the capitulation wick. Maybe it goes a little bit lower, but either way, I think there's some bullish momentum on the horizon, and I'm excited to see it as and when it comes. In terms of trading levels to watch, don't give a shit. I'm going to end today's video here. Do drop a like on it. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. Fuck Bitcoin and have a nice evening. Goodbye.